Welcome back to Spy X Family, Anime Review, episode number 3. I mentioned in the last video I'll be covering just 2 episodes this time, and yeah, it's 2 episodes, covering episodes 6 and 7 for the series. Also, 5 more to go before I catch up with the series, because apparently the first 12 is actually part 1 of this show. Part 2 is coming really soon. This is the Eden Beginning arc, covering 4 chapters. I forgot to mention this in my first review. The introduction arc is 2 chapters, which of course the first episode skips over the first I think it was the first 4 pages, and they have them later on in episode 3. But in the case of what they adapt for 3 through 5 is 3 through 6. This one is 7 through 10. So basically in 7 episodes, they've already adapted 10 chapters. Yep. Now, we do have basically Anya, where she gets her new school uniform. That happens in these episodes, yeah. Basically we start out in episode 6 with her getting measured. Where she mentioned, oh yeah, she grew a little taller. Oh yeah, little kids who go that much. So, they get their uniform made, and apparently show off everyone in a park that she got it, which, from a kid's perspective, is probably nice, but it seems kind of embarrassing for the parents. And then we see some punks who want an allowance. They want to kidnap this little girl because they think the parents are rich and think that the one with her can't be her mom. Because, rich moms don't go shopping with little kids. And I'm like, that's stupid. Really stupid. So they assume this woman's a nanny, but once she tells I'm not the nanny, I'm her mother, and oh crap, and then she proceeds to go shopping, grocery shopping. She proceeds to beat them up, and apparently the groceries are ruined. So Anna asks Yor to train her, and she does. And the court gives them very good advice when it comes to it. But of course, in the case of Lloyd, he is called to go to a phone booth in the middle of nowhere that's shaped like a shed. Puts a coin in, takes a picture, and then he goes on an elevator. Goes to meet his handler named Sylvia, who was voiced by the awesome Stephanie Young. In my 15th show I have ever heard her in. I have been reviewing anime now for 5 years. This is only the 15th show I come across for. I like actors like Monica Rial or Christopher Sabat, where it's almost 40 for these two. Her, it's only been 15. Not much at all. I probably need to take a closer look at that. So, she basically chews them out for the expense reports. Of course, it was more expensive because the clothes. It was accessible, but the furniture and the castle stuff, that was a bit much. And of course, continue getting to apparently he's got 2 different ways to get too close to the union guy, the union party head. Either number 1, earn these stellar stars, earn 8 of them, and she becomes an imperial scholar. And if she gets 8 demerits, she gets expelled. So on the first day, she is, thanks to Lloyd's meddling, she's able to get her in the same class as Desmond. And of course, everything goes smoothly. And of course, it's she holds back for quite a while because of how much of Desmond is treating her poorly. She held back for quite a while. And then, of course, she got fed up with his insults and his bullying toward her and her new best friend, Becky, who was her only friend of the whole school. And then she proceeds to punch him. Now, you don't hear this very often in indie or fiction, where a lot of the time where a girl punches a guy. That doesn't happen very often. It does happen, but very rarely ever does. Usually it's a big slap, a big punch like that, damn, and sends him flying. So, Henry wasn't given 3 of the merits, but Becky, of course, she explains the reason why she did, because Desmond stepped on her foot. So, recognizing the fact that she did for no reasons, instead of getting 3 of the merits, she got 1. She got 1 of these bolts. And she's very sad, but she doesn't go to school, and she tries to apologize, tries a few times. They also have this thing where she kind of get a ride to school because she takes the bus there, because she's not exactly living in the actual dorm itself. Eventually, she does apologize, but he rejects her apology. And she also, I think, we're calling her My Lady, and she's like, just call me Becky. Yep. And, like, friendship out there out, so, gotta become Imperial Scholar. And it becomes a bit much for her, especially the way that you're trying to explain, think of her head, like how to explain the whole math thing, which got her upset and got her to go to a room. And caused her to basically miss her favorite cartoon, Spy Wars. But lucky enough, Lloyd recorded it for her so she would miss it. Yeah, 2 solid episodes. Just can't wait for the next episodes. Now, this is not the first anime I've basically come across where being part of a school is. It has the feeling of another anime I did recently, actually just a year ago, Welcome to Demon Scrammer, which the third season is appearing next month. Now, this is similar feeling to it, and I do enjoy school arcs when it comes to anime. And of course, yes, I know Barth was going through 2 with Ninja Academy, but that's probably for one story arc, but we'll find out when that concludes. Okay, so yeah, that's it, particular review. Next one's going to be a comic corner, and then more Spy X Family. Okay, next video. Bye.